Welcome to the Tine Talk Podcast, sponsored by Rack Fuel, premium deer nutrition. Fuel your herd.
Alrighty, Tine Talk, episode 27. We're in a new location this time, though. We're kind of stuck back in the corner. We had to fit $3 in frame here. Didn't know how else to do it, but we got it laid out here on the ping pong / pool table.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? $3 in 5 days.
5 days.
Damn. Not a bad year so far, and it wasn't even November. Then Lucas Norby comes up and just hits his back-to-back booner.
Just back.
That's wild. So, first buck, well, I guess it doesn't really go in order, but first buck that we got here, I guess we kind of nicknamed him that day. We called him KFC.
Oh, KFC.
Yep. That was a hell of a hunt, too. Sat that same spot 2 different times, and the second time, bingo.
Yeah. Guaranteed lock when you go up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
October 29th? I think it was?
29th,
Yep.
Wednesday the 29th. Got that one. One of 5 or 6 shooters down there?
You have bucks that kind.
Yeah, bucks of that caliber.
Mature ones.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Gotta go.
Nope, I just had the mindset of first one to come by is getting the arrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and we saw 2 of them that could have got the arrow that day, too.
Right.
Only 2 deer we seen that morning.
Yep. What time did we see them at? It was pretty early.
It was like, I thought
Yeah,
I got
she
the
just started
phone
from the
call
beginning.
or whatever. Like, it was
8
past
o'clock,
8
I called.
o'clock.
Well,
yeah.
8:10.
Yeah,
Right.
right at 8.
So,
Yeah. No, it all started. Well, Mitchie beat me to the farm again for the second time.
I was excited to go sit in that tree stand again.
Yeah,
You like
in the
that,
crow's
don't you?
nest up in the eagle's nest, up perching up high.
Pretty. Oops.
I just love being able to sit up in a tree stand and not have deer look up at you and just.
Yeah,
I got oak branches on there from 2020 yet.
Yeah, it looks like an entire another oak tree tied to the tree stand.
Every year I just go up there and strap a few more on
Couple
there.
more.
They still got their leaves on it from
It looks
last
kind
year.
of cozy.
Yeah, it was cozy. It's a nice lone wolf up there too.
Yeah.
He even brought a little cushion for me to sit down on. What a guy.
Always thinking ahead.
Yep. We
Yeah.
were. We had 3 camera angles going on too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a great hunt. Yeah, it couldn't be easier too. Just to hop in that heated Ranger. You drive up towards the top, park it kind of close to the top, and sneak up in there. And we didn't even blow any deer that morning.
No.
Not even one.
Nope.
Not even one.
Pretty
I
cold
forget-
that morning, though.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah,
It was
high
colder that
30s,
first time we
38,
were there, but
something
yeah.
like that. Not
It was
just
like
under
the
40.
next cold snap though. Like was just kind of starting though.
Yeah, it was a week later.
Right.
Yeah. No, we got up to the top, got in, settled in, and when you sit up there, you just got to wait for all the deer down in the valleys to make their way up to you, and they don't show up until between 8 to 9.
Right.
A lot of times, most of them show up at 9. We had already been sitting in the daylight for a little over an hour, hadn't seen nothing.
And rewind. I remember a week before you shot that one or something, or maybe it was on the weekend. You're back down to the truck. You go by on the Ranger at 8:30. You're already coming off the top of the hill. It's dead up here. There's nothing. He's already back at the truck.
That was 3 weeks ago.
No, it wasn't. It was like the weekend. It was like the weekend after, or whatever before.
That first sit that I went up there and filmed him, we had a real good sit that morning too. Passed up a couple of real nice
Seen
bucks,
a
came
lot
within
of
bow
good
range.
4-year-olds that morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was awesome. That 9-pointer came right in, just read the script,
Yeah.
and took a little drink, came up to the scrape, was raking in that thing for 4 or 5 minutes.
Buddy's still alive too, so hopefully he hangs in there.
Yep. And then that other 10-pointer, that shorter G4 one came through.
You know.
He'll
Even
be a nice one
G3.
too in a couple years.
G3 was there that morning.
Yep. The bucks were around. We knew it was just a matter of time before one of those mature ones came by, and
And he was the couple days before you shot him, he was all over hell, broad daylight, that backfield out. He'd have a loop. He'd be in the backfield. He'd be out front. He'd be on top of the hill. Yeah. See, the night before or whatever, where was he? He was daylight down below, and then in the morning he was just there in dark at dusk. So You knew he was coming up to the top.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I kind of figured he'd be up there.
We were kind of going through pictures before when nothing was moving. You're like, oh yeah, he was just down there like in
Two of
in the
them were.
dark yet. Yeah. We're like,
Yep.
okay, so
Him and Curly Brow or whatever.
Just for a
like the
matter
two
of
you
time.
seen.
Yeah, the two we seen showed up.
Yeah.
literally one after another too. I saw that first one. I was like, okay. I was like, oh shit, there's another one. Oh, that's a shooter too.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Hopefully one of them comes in.
yeah. And then Fletcher, you seen that buck last year when you shot Junior?
Right. You came into the water hole first. Come and get himself
Yeah.
a drink.
Kind of thought he was 4 years old then.
Right. Just a pudgy, short tine. I mean, knew he was never going to be nothing really. You know.
Yeah,
Like it was
nothing
never going to be a
extraordinary.
right.
But
Not
shooter
saying he could.
nonetheless.
Right. Not saying he couldn't have blown up, but he's had his chance if he was gonna.
Yeah,
Kind of a bully. He always run off shit. He had that body like just a freaking like you can see it on the video when he comes in. He does like, oh yeah, pushing shit off.
I was second guessing that one.
Right.
yeah. So we go up there that morning. Just I don't know. I had high hopes. I don't know if you did.
I did too. Yep. I think I said
When it's
Just
that,
go-
yeah, when it's them dates,
Yeah.
it's always high hopes up there. Like you
We
don't
were
know.
talking when those guys were up there. We were snapping, and it's like he's gonna kill something.
Yeah,
it's
I know
happening.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
One of these
Something's happening.
times.
Something's dying. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, we were mainly after Mooney. I would love to see
That was-
Mooney, but
Right. He's
like
kind
I
of
said, any one of them five or six bucks we had like that up there. Just, yep, one of them was getting an arrow. So just happened to be Mitch. Mitch was looking out. It's right about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mitch has got his binos up and he goes, "Hey, I see one out there. I think it might be G3."
Yep.
So then I whip my binos up quick. And go, "Nope, that's one we can shoot." Oh, it's that 11-pointer. That was just down below the hill. So
Better yet.
yeah, then I see another one right behind him, and here was that curly browed 8. So I said, "Well, there's another one.
Yeah.
No, either one that comes in, will
Yeah.
take a shot."
They kind of made like a loop on that point for a little bit, and we kind of lost them.
yeah, they walked out there where like you found Mooney's shed.
Yeah.
you know, out there like they always kind of do. They
It's
wrap
so
that
deceiving
brim.
out there. It's a lot
Yeah.
bigger once you get like on the ground, like in flat out there. Like you think like, oh Christ, what are they doing? But it's really, it's like, I don't know. I mean, they can just walk in circles out there.
Yeah.
And I went out there, was it this spring or last spring? And I did a bunch of that. I just went by all them junk trees, whacked some things
Chopped
off.
them all down.
Right. Trying to thicken it up a little bit for them. But
Yeah,
anyways.
but no, they just kind of skirt the brim of that bowl like they do all the time back
Yep.
there. Kind of went out there, and then I don't know where Curly Brow went, but he just kind of hovered off out there, disappeared. But then KFC here kind of turned around. He kind of angled at us. How did that go again? Kind of angled at us.
Yep. And he was-
And he kind of hit a scrape out there at like 45, 50 yards.
Yeah.
You know, and I...
Like
but it
on
was
the-
in a spot where I couldn't shoot because you got the lone wolf hanging over,
Yeah.
over my head.
To the right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and I'm shooting this longbow, you know.
Literally long.
You know, lift 33. So I just couldn't, there's not even enough room for me to even shoot there. So I was kind of trying to get ready because I thought if that was going to be my shot, I'm sitting over there hanging off the back of the tree stand trying to get back as far as I can just to try to,
Getting
just
ready.
in case I got to let it go right there. But no, he kind of messes around. And he kind of like looks like he's going to turn away and walk away from us, go back where he came from. So I let the old mouth tube go.
The old mouth tube.
Yep. A little,
Sounded pretty damn good.
let
Sounds
him have
really
it.
good.
Yeah. A couple times it finally gave us the look. I'm like, okay, he heard that. Did one more quick scrape, and then he kind of turned around and started angling right towards the pond. Let him have like one or two more just to seal the deal. Yep. Then he comes right in. He skips right by the scrape. Oh, he's coming in, and I draw back pretty early because I just want to be ready. And I find out right away, Fletcher's got too many sticks tied to that. Right away. I'm already going, oh boy, I'm brushing him with the bottom of my bow. I'm like, uh-oh, this ain't good. And he's already at like 30 yards. I'm like, I'm making noise now.
Oh yeah.
Got to push yourself out, get out over
Yeah,
it.
I even tried that, and then they
That's
were
what I
catching
did
in my
last year.
It's just
cam and my string. I'm like, this isn't going to be good. But he's just on a mission. He's just looking for me, right?
Yeah.
Looking for where that came from. Skips right by the scrape post, And I seen him just going on, and he's at like, 15 or 17 yards right there. So I just hit him with the meh one more time. One more time. Stops him dead right there broadside. Well, I'm doing that. I'm not even close to even on him yet. I'm still messing around in the brush.
Just stop him.
Yeah, and you can see in the video too. So I like, meh. I'm still going, get over the brush.
Yeah.
Get out there. I just get it down there in him and just let her go. Blood on contact.
Yeah.
Literally heard that.
Blood under pressure, as Mark Drury would say.
He just said that the other night on that video. I was like, oh, yeah.
Blood under pressure, we got him.
Just immediately, I hit him a little bit high. I mean, just super steep angle where we're shooting from, and but it didn't matter. He had no idea what even hit him. He just curled around the backside of the pond. I seen him standing there, so I reached for another arrow.
Yep.
I'm like, if he's gonna stand there, I might as well shoot again.
Yeah.
But by the time that happened, he was already fell over and just went boots up like that.
Boots up.
Boots up.
Yeah, Brody calls me or whatever, and he's like, hey, BBD, he's tits up.
I'm like, I send that picture around to a few people. They're like, oh, spine shot, huh? I'm like, He died like that.
We were like, actually, like, I don't know. Our reactions were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nobody could believe it. I was like, yeah.
He runs back there and like turns around. You can see the blood just spewing off his side. And all of a sudden he's like, oh fuck. Tips over.
When he stops, he's like looking for that other buck.
Yeah.
He's just like, just still.
Who hit him?
And he's
Where
like,
is he?
I don't think he looked at us one time. Even
Had
when
no idea.
you're doing that or whatever, he's like looking the total opposite way.
Which is crazy to me because it was quiet that morning too.
Oh, very quiet.
I was making a lot of noise.
The video, it's loud. When you
Yeah.
hit those branches, you're coming up. I'm like,
He's probably just thinking that some buck's just making a scrape. He's like, where fuck's he at?
Right, yeah.
I was getting ready to quick scope him if I had to.
Quick scope.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you shot and I'm sitting there filming, I'm like, just saw all the blood. I'm like, yep, smoked him.
Smoked him.
Yep.
There you
Right
go.
away, you go. Yep, he smoked.
Bingo.
I'm like, I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah, I blacked out.
He runs, he runs around the back, tips right over. Oh, it was, felt good to just have one die right in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
No
Right.
crazy track jobs. No wondering if he's dead or not. You know, like, I think
None
I
of
hit
this.
him good.
Yeah,
kind of
none
stuff.
of the I smoked him and then get out there. Wow.
Might have been liver out.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have it die right in front of you is just.
Perfect. Like, not intrusive whatsoever. You could drive your Ranger off that little hill, throw him in the back, out.
I remember that's
Before
what you said
9 o'clock.
on camera too.
Yeah,
You're
I'm like, get the hell out of
yeah,
there.
well, go up and get him out of there and let him play on up
Yeah.
there. That's
Guys
what we
should
did.
be
Too.
out- yeah. All the bucks will be up there right after you. And they were on camera, too. No more you leave, and they're just back there hitting the scrape and hitting that pond.
He smelled
Dismissed
too.
him.
Oh yeah.
He stunk bad.
Yeah, you always got like it always seems like the best rut action last week and a half of October. Always.
Well, yeah, like the most daylight of the bigger shooters, because it's like, I don't know, first available doe. They always say it,
Yeah.
and you know that they've always. I mean, they're probably on their second or third doe by then, because I remember Dad sending us videos all the time. Up there at that spot, I mean, it'll be October 20th. Bucks just breeding doe at the base of the tree stand. You know,
Yeah.
all the time. So
Maybe that's what it is. They got their first taste. Like, fuck, that was pretty cool. Let's go.
they just know to congregate to that pond up there.
It's been a year. I got to go after it again.
Yeah. That pond's like dry right now. The
Yeah.
deer are just like,
A lot of my ponds
Yeah.
got dry lately too.
Did we ever tally up how many bucks we've
Oh,
actually
yeah.
shot out of that tree stand?
I can count that I've shot junior last year. I've shot the OG junior up there. I've shot Framey 8 up there. Addie shot one up there.
Sorry, I wasn't even counting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dad's shot,
Yeah, I got square rack up there.
and he shot, what's his nuts up there? Dad's got 2 up there.
I got 2. I had Porky and
Right.
this one.
I don't know. I feel like I've shot for sure. I mean, not all head mounters by no means, but I know I got like for sure 4 up there.
What
stand
about
is
the other
dialed.
junior with
Yeah.
the shotgun?
Right. I've shot the big one up there opening morning. Yeah.
I don't know, probably about a dozen.
Yeah.
give or
In,
take. That's
in what, 9 years, 10 years, 9 years?
11 years.
Yep, that'll prove that's a good spot.
and there's what, 5 stands on the farm?
Yeah.
You don't
Not
need a
many.
whole lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
got their money holes.
Yep.
Literally, you just know, like, if you just want one spot to go, it's a written rule. Dad always said, like, October 15th, or, like, give or take a week, might be a week before October 15th, go up top. You get a cold front, just go up top.
Yep.
It's always been that way. You go up top, fuck, there he is. Come into that water hole. That was the best thing we ever did, build that water hole that first year. And that access trail getting up to the top.
Oh, man.
That was
Oh, you made that wasn't there.
that was never there. Bought the property, did that, put that water hole in, and to go all the way to the back.
Yep.
Too easy.
Wow.
We walked up there turkey hunting. I'm glad we didn't have to do that morning.
Yeah. When I shot junior, I ran up that sumbitch
Yeah, I
after
was gonna
work,
say,
and I had to
Jesus.
run up there.
Oof. Yeah, that'll get you all sweaty that morning. That first morning that we sat up there, it was like perfect conditions. Like first morning hunt of the year, it was October 23rd, I think, and it was like 28 degrees. I'm like, oh my
It was
God.
crispy.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I was pretty confident that morning too, but then even on the 29th, I'm like, I think we're going to shoot one this morning.
Yeah. Can't hardly not shoot.
With Mooney around and all the other ones around.
Right.
I was hoping Mooney would show up.
Oh, me too.
But
That would have been cool to close a chapter on that book.
yeah.
I feel like
Hey, there's
that's
always
all
gun
we've
season.
talked about.
Yeah.
There's
always
we've
gun
talked,
season.
Yep.
talked about Mooney for the last
And it's
2
like
years.
nobody knows what he looks like.
Right.
That's all
It's
you
a
say.
135, 40-inch fucking scrub. Well, maybe he's a little nice shot. Maybe his body's so big he's 145. I don't know.
True. He does have a.
He's
freaking
just a
horse
fucking
on the
he's a legend.
back. He is a legend.
Watch that guy since he's been little, and he's just always
part of
gave
the
us a
fam.
slip.
Part of the fam by now.
Skirting you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was awesome. We got up there, got him out of there, took a couple cool pictures with the first time I sat up there, I was like, holy crap. Like, you see the sun coming up and, like, the whole fall colors and everything was just prime. I'm like, we got to get
Yeah.
a picture over there. It looks so sweet.
And
Yeah, Brody, shoot a buck. We need a picture.
you know what was really sweet? You know how that's logged up there now or whatever? It's like in the second year of that clear cut. It was really good before they clear cut that. Because now all the deer, now the deer are finally starting to walk to that clear cut. But before, they just run that brick, like the brim right there. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
But
Lord.
it's still good now. I definitely think they lay right in there more. But, yeah. Anywho.
Yeah, then we pretty much got him out, got some interviews done. Uncle Marty showed up, got a little handshake. That was pretty cool. I'm glad I had that on camera. I knew he was going to say something funny, do something funny.
He's due for something good.
Yeah, he's always due for something good.
Turn this camera on. This might be good.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, I met you guys down there after Minnesota hunt in the morning, and you guys already had him gutted. I'm like, shit, why am I here?
My favorite part's over.
Yeah, guys. I drove 80 miles an hour all the way here to gut this thing, and it's already gutted in the back of the Ranger. You guys showed me the shot and stuff. That was freaking sweet.
Oh, yeah. Pulled up the footy right there.
Right.
I'm at work just dying.
Yeah.
It's like I know you guys killed and stuff. I'm just like waiting for the footage or something. Service is tough. I'm just sitting there doing nothing.
So what was the next one after that one? Minnesota?
I must have shot that Super 6.
Super 6 came out. Yeah.
So you guys killed Wednesday. I had that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I took that off for work, and I just told myself I'm going to hunt Minnesota hard 5 days. I'm going to go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because I had just bought a bow tag like the week before, and I'm like, or 2 weeks before, I'm like, I ain't buying a shotgun tag because that's another $200, and I can only shoot one buck anyways. So just like, I'm going to give it 5 days, 5 hard days, just hunt it all goddamn day, whatever it takes, and if I don't get one, don't get one, whatever. So I hunted over there Wednesday morning. You guys killed, drove back. I wasn't able to hunt over there Wednesday night,
Doing deer chores.
Right, doing deer chores and shit. I had to go play basketball down in Arcadia. I couldn't skip that week because I just skipped the week before. It would have cut me from the team. So drove right back over there Thursday morning, and I sat in that 2:30 stand, and I think I seen like 4 bucks. And mind you, I mean, we really don't have like a big shooter by no means over there. Got one there's one he's 6 years old for sure. He's 135-inch 8-pointer. I mean, obviously he's like the main target, but I mean, if something nice walked out, it was,
We're doing it.
right.
Yep.
I'm gonna have fun. I'm having fun. Got 5 days to do this. It's happening. I'm treated as I'm hunting public land, but it's my own farm.
Wow, nice to know.
Yeah. So drive back over there Thursday. I think I seen 4 bucks and 3 fawns sitting in there, and had a pretty decent wind. That you could tell it's starting to switch a little bit. And one of these 3 4-year-old 8-pointers, real thin, 120-incher, walks out, and it got me excited. I was like, oh, I mean, got me thinking to grab the bow. But I was like, I'm better than this.
I'm better than this.
He caught my wind and bust me and stuff, and so I sat there until 10 o'clock. I can always hear deer running down in them ditches and stuff. And I brought one of them little bitty lone wolves and Brody's those new ladder sticks he had bought, them really light ones. And I told myself I'm gonna
For a saddle.
Right, for the saddle. And I brought the saddle with too, but trying to self-film out of that saddle and this and that. I mean, I bet I was practicing Wednesday after your deer on that tree right here, about 3 foot off the ground, and I'm falling out. I'm doing this. I'm like, this ain't good. I'll just stick to what I know and just sit on a little hang on. Even if I was just 10 feet off the ground, that's all I wanted to do. So after the morning hunt, walked back to the truck, and I had packed myself a lunch in the morning. I took 2 pickled bologna sandwiches and 2 waters. Well, I was so hungry on the way to the farm at 5 o'clock, I ate one of them. So at about 10, 11 o'clock, I cleaned up the other one. I'm I pulled a couple cards on my way out, looking at them. 6-year-olds on there. So I grab all my shit, and tree stand and stuff, and I walk way around to get the wind in my face to get back down and kind of like where I was just hunting in that ditch. And I kind of like was almost doing it still hunting type of deal. I was just kind of walking around with the wind in my face, sneaking out. Where that big rock sticks out there where the guy had the ice cream pail on? I walk all the way out to that rock, and I can hear deer down in that ditch running back and forth. I'm like, I'm going to sneak up to that rock. There's going to be a big buck right there. Watch it. I know I got the GoPro on. I'm walking up there. I'm like, I know it. Go ahead. It's a fawn. It's got the zoomies. I'm like, oh, God. Shit's out. It looks up at me, because I'm skyline. Shit's out the backside. I'm like, oh, this is stupid. Walk back. I hang a tree stand, and I was thinking about maybe hunting it then that Thursday night. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm down here pissing around. I'll just save it for the morning hunt. Get down there in the morning. I always, with a north wind like that, they just run up them goddamn ditches. We've seen it time and time again. So hang it. And the whole time I'm hanging this thing, I'm just thinking to myself, what am I doing? Yeah, I know I'm not going to sit in this thing.
Doing?
What am I doing? I should just go sit out there in that redneck in the morning or something. What am I going to do sitting in this thing? So I'd hang a ladder, go on my phone for like 15 minutes, like just thinking, should I even do this?
Back
yeah, right. Hang another ladder, another 15 minutes, hang another ladder, another 15 minutes. And it's just, I'm hanging onto the tree trying to get this and that. I fall out of the tree once, scuff my hands all up, about 8 feet. Then I'm really thinking, what am I doing? Anywho, I get this thing up, and it's probably, 10 feet off the ground, I mean. And it's high enough. I can see it. It's perfect, I was like, yep, good. Hunt it in the morning. Grab all my shit, pack it all up, walk back to the truck. And I think I sat in the truck for about 10, 15 minutes, grabbed water or something, grabbed my tripod because I made up my mind. I got the most buck pictures recently at that shadow hunter blind. I'm like, I'm going to go sit it. Wind's terrible for it. Or iffy. I shouldn't say terrible. It's marginal. Like marginal. Yep. There you go. It's northwest, but it's switching to west, like kind of about 5 o'clock ish. It's switching to the west. And when I shot at that triple dream buck, it was straight west, and he walked right out, and he was spooky, and he was just fine. So I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna work. So it's about 1, 2 o'clock at this point. I go over there to this blind, get all settled in, everything's all set up, don't expect to see nothing for 3 hours, 5 o'clock, until prime time. So sitting there just like that. It's about 5:20. Look up, there's a fawn coming into the water hole. Yep, comes right in, gets a drink. And I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I can just hear something like, I look out the window, here's the doe. Walks right up to the blind. Blows right at me about 3 times. I'm like, well, this is freaking great. This is awesome. Great. You know, what are we doing? And just blows. She never run or anything. Just like that, she calms back down, goes to the water hole, gets a drink. I'm like, great.
Great.
Messes around a little bit, fawn and stuff. And the doe knows something's up, but she don't bust really or nothing. But she's just walking back and forth out there, kind of looking at me. The fawn's staring at something behind me, so I kind of get up out of the chair. I look around the corner. All of a sudden, here comes a fawn, right? And the fawn's got a cut right across my wind. Fawn's going like this, wind's going like this. Fawn goes right through it. I'm like, whew, maybe we're going to get away with it. Just like that, the doe is right behind her. And she no more hits that wind. She didn't even break stride. Poof, right backwards. I'm like, we got to go. I'm just like, what am I doing? And then no more like that. She's running up, bounding. I look out the window. Old Super 6 standing down the ditch looking at me. Stomping. I'm like, and yeah. I mean, I don't have no pictures of this, no nothing. I did look out the window and I just see dark forehead. I just, first thought, looks like a mature buck, you know, and it's 18 inches wide. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, kind of like getting excited. It turns sideways and it's got pinchers like this. I'm like, game on, baby. Let's go. I don't know what the fuck you are, but you're getting it. And everything, I mean, it must have been like a minute. Turn the cameras on and the camera was like focusing in and out of that plexiglass. I don't know why I had that over. Obviously wasn't helping my wind situation. I thought it was gonna be. And he's standing there stomping at me, just giving me the old look, you know, and I'm just like, oh God. Give him a range, he's 50, you know, 49, 50. I'm like, oh. I didn't even dial my sight, using my 40-yard pin, you know. I'm like, okay. And so I'm messing with the cameras, to make sure everything's on. I look back out the window, broadside. I'm like, oh, gotta happen. So I yank back, and I'm squatting out that window, that corner window. My back's up against the door, squatting out that corner window. I'm like, hold it in there, Fletch, hold it in there. And I'm thinking he's perfect broadside. Hold it in there, shoot. Luminac goes down in there, and he jumps up like, I don't know, does a big mule kick. And in my head, I thought the arrow went in about 6 inches. I'm like, oof, not good. And he takes off running. He's just a digging. And then he got up to the crest of the hill. He's almost kind of doing like, oh, where am I going type of deal. Right. I'm like, oh, this is good. And I thought he cut back right, and I kind of lost sight of him, stuff. And it all, like I said, all happened so fast. So I hit Brody with the, usually I'm big on calling you guys, letting you guys know I shoot one. I hit Brody with the text message, call me.
I hate
it was
that.
still daylight out, too.
Still
Call
daylight
me.
out. So it's like, I don't know, 6 o'clock. I think I shot at like 6 o'clock.
We got to talk.
Yeah. He goes, what's going on? I was like, get driving. And you're like, what'd you shoot? And I'm like, I don't know, but I think it's a big 6-pointer. I didn't know exactly where I hit him and stuff. And I was like, well, let me run out there and look quick and make sure you don't waste your time coming over here. Mm-hmm. So I run out there quick while it's still daylight, and I ain't got no flashlight besides my phone. And you know what it's looked like? Looking for blood in that syrupy grass?
So bad.
And it's just like getting dusk out at this point, so I can't even see shit. And I just totally bypassed my arrow and everything, and I'm going up there to where I thought he went down. I don't see him. And I hear something like running in the woods. I'm like, this is great. Perfect. Just bumped him.
Best
Liver
case.
shot deer. Just bumped him. Probably headed fuck itself, for all I know. Anyways, I go back down. An initial impact, blood right away. I'm like, okay. And I go like 20 more yards. There's my arrow, and it's snapped in half, and it looks like damn good blood there is what I thought. Hard to tell. Then all you boys showed up and actually got some good lights out, and you started following it a little bit. And he was actually, I thought he went this way. Oh, yeah. Turns out he never did. Just kind of totally went the other way and bled like a stuck hog the whole way.
Literally.
Probably went 125, 50 yards probably by the time he went up and down that little hill.
He made a lot of ground going downhill.
Right.
You know.
Think about how many steps he took from that, though. He probably just 3 bounds, and he was down there how steep that thing was.
Come up on him, and obviously, like I said, I mean, I didn't really know what I shot, you know. Could have shot a I mean, I know I didn't shoot a booner. But I didn't know what it really was. But I was pumped up when we seen them there down in there.
Super sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to gas everybody up.
Who says I can't shoot?
Yeah, 50-yard shot. We flip them over, and it absolutely just pinwheeled them. You know,
100%.
just smoke show. So
That was
was
fun.
great. And thank God you guys came with, because Brody and I had to drag that thing out. I'm pretty sure it
We would
probably
have fist fought.
Yeah,
Up
it
out of there.
it wouldn't have been great. We had been calling in Lincoln the neighbors for sure.
Lincoln, come help.
Big old ox, get down here and help us out.
He'd have loved to.
Yeah,
I
oh
mean,
God, he'd have ate it up. But, yeah,
That was fun having beers with him afterwards.
yeah,
man.
that was a great time. I mean, like I said, when we got down there, I mean, I probably said it 3 times. I couldn't be more happy.
Yeah, 100%. Perfect buck. You know.
Oh,
Kept
I'm
saying
out
it.
there trying to shoot I would have shot a nice 4-year-old, you know. So obviously, best case scenario. So happy, was pumped.
Best case scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it
awesome.
was great. Yeah, thanks again.
Cleaning the streets.
Right?
25.
Cleaning the
Clean the
streets.
streets.
And Norby shooting booners.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
That's right.
Just like that. Then we roll October 30th to November 4th, just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Was that a Tuesday?
Yep, Tuesday.
Last day.
Last day.
Last day off
vacation.
work.
Yep. No, yeah, I mean, spending some time with these guys and picking up, these deer and stuff. I was starting to feel the pressure, though. I was kind of.
I had 2 down before you had 1. I was like, he's eating this up. I know he's eating this up.
I was starting to feel it, quite a bit and stuff, and trying to get a pattern down on something and spinning my wheels and whatnot. But no, Halloween morning I went, and Halloween night, so 31st, and didn't really see a whole lot, just jumping around, and I was kind of feeling like I had to get in that spot where you just got to kind of just sit in the stand, and kind of wait for something. So
Be there type of
Put
deal.
some time in.
yeah, and the 31st came and went. The first came and went, and I never really saw a whole lot of rut activity. I was talking to you guys about that. I never a little bit of chasing, like the little young bucks, and so let's fast forward to Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning, I made a decision to go to a different spot, and I was sitting there, and 7 o'clock comes and 7:30, and the time change, so you're well into it, and nothing's kind of going on, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm gonna go home, and regroup and get some stuff done. I just wasn't seeing much for deer and stuff, and I just get a notification on my phone, and it's like, we're back. We're back in it,
That's all it
It's
takes.
happening.
Yeah, so I ended up getting a picture of that buck, and he was just kind of big home range, just kind of a cruiser. Couldn't really pattern him out, but I was telling my wife on like Wednesday, I said he should be back on camera on Tuesday, and I was telling her that, and without hard evidence of it, I didn't hunt him Tuesday morning,
Yeah.
So get the picture of him. It's like 9:36, and he's coming out of a swamp, and it's like, we got to go now. He's here, and I was texting you guys, and it's everybody's like, go.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yep. So packed everything up, got to the truck, and the wind was wrong. The wind was kind of coming out of like it would have been like a southeast wind. So it would have been blowing across that new plot that I made. But it was kind of risk it all the marbles in one bag. So flew home. I knew I had to get my harness for that set, and decided shower up and grab my harness and a watermelon Red Bull, jumped back in the truck and pounded it. And I made the decision too, like I knew that he was in the area in such a core tight area. And this farm is a permission piece that I have, we don't own this farm. So just knew I had to kind of risk it, and ended up walking. It's quite a bit of a walk, and I got up on that ridge, and it was a little bit windy, which I could get away with, but that wind was blowing into the valley, and I got on top, and I bumped 2 bucks, and my heart kind of sank, and I could see the 2 bucks that ran off. They weren't him. Was he with them before? Did he leave before? But I'm committed now. I'm in it, so you got to sit. And got up in the stand. It was kind of warm too, like 50 degrees,
Right.
somewhere right around there. And just kind of hunkered in and was waiting and didn't see any deer coming through, and just kind of doing our thing and stuff, and tried to keep like zipped up as much as I could, even though it was hot. And I knew like I was kind of stinky just from sweating walking in, you know. And sure enough, I'm just sitting there and I get another ping on my phone, and I was on my phone a little bit, and it's like, for some reason, he made a loop, and he's coming back out of that swamp. And like you and I were talking, he's got to come to that plot.
Oh, yeah, he's
gonna come. So I got that picture, and I was gonna screenshot it and send it to you guys, and I just knew. I'm like, nope, he's coming. He's coming right now. So I put my phone in my pocket, turned both video cameras on, and I was waiting, and then sure enough, here he come down the ridge, you know, and seconds felt like minutes, minutes felt like hours, and I was a wreck the whole time he was coming in. And so, but yeah, he ended up kind of circling just on the backside of my camera, and it makes a guy wonder, how many times has he done that?
Oh, exactly.
All the time, maybe. I don't know. And,
right. It's like they know it's there.
yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he ended up getting behind that camera, and he just wanted to go south. He was on a mission, like, I'm going south for some reason. And yeah, he came up, and I thought he was 30 and ended up being, 22. But, boy, it was a rush. I tell you what, it was just crazy. I don't know what to say.
You watched him come in for a ways before you shot him, too.
Yep,
Yeah.
quite a ways. Yeah,
Coming
like I
off
said,
the ridge, you're like, oh, shit.
yeah, he come all the way down the ridge, and from what I remembered, and, it's on the video and stuff, is he didn't want to commit into that plot, though, for whatever it was. I mean, he just
Felt like he was in the open or something. Who knows?
Yeah, and I got a earth pond in there, a deer pond or whatever it is. So I thought for sure he was going to come get a drink and whatnot. But yeah, he just kind of wanted to keep going, and made a pretty good shot. It was a little bit high stuff, and this year is my first time ever self-filming too, which is a big obstacle. And there's so much that goes into it that
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy
Everyone's
don't think.
like, it's not that.
It's
Bruh,
a lot of work.
It's like,
Yikes.
it's crazy.
Just yeah. So
Making shit.
Just the hauling shit's the best
That's the
part, too.
worst part. Is
Yeah.
just taking the shit, because that's what deters you.
And
Yep.
what you think, like, okay, like I'm going to get up at whatever time in the morning to get to my stand.
Right.
Okay, we'll tack on another half hour. Get up, get all your stuff situated.
Figure it in.
Yep, 100%. So, no, I got a couple cameras rolling on them, and made a pretty decent shot, and kind of got them running away and expiring there. And I just couldn't be more thrilled than how it came about. Like I said, he was on a 11, 12-day rotation, and I was in like a pretty good situation where I didn't think it was going to happen. And I was actually talking to a good friend of mine, the neighbor that's got a lot of history with him too. And before he came in, and I was actually texting him, and he was texting me back. We were getting a strategy for him to hunt him that next morning, and it just came together. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was
meant to be.
yeah, it was one of them cool things. And I put a lot of time into that spot specifically on making a plot out of nothing.
Yeah, that was
And
badass.
No like heavy equipment or anything, and it just
The fact that you actually killed him there and stuff too. Is
Yeah.
for sure. And it was so rewarding too. And then watch him fall, and yeah, it was,
None of the. Oh, I thought I smoked him.
no, yeah.
Yeah, watching him fall.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
watching
two
him
watching
fall
him
and-
fall. That's crazy.
Then I was in the moment hard, so I got on the FaceTime you guys and stuff, and I'm like, don't say anything, he's laying right there, because he was dead, but I was just like, oh,
Wasn't
man.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
No,
were
it was-
you were doing that. I'm like, is he still alive?
What are we doing?
no, it was
Yeah,
cool,
let's shoot him
but-
again before he calls.
Yeah. Fling one in there. I know Fletcher would.
Oh God, yeah.
No, I was ready. I was knocked, ready to rip. But no, it's crazy. The little bit or quite a bit, whatever you want to call it, history I had with them of finding them and getting this permission piece, and watching them throughout the years, and just for it to come full circle again was just crazy. And get that monkey off my back of being the last one at the table. Yeah. Shoot something. Like,
You're the first one last year.
Yeah.
Or either one of you two were. Was it you?
I shot mine on the 25th last year.
25th. So you're. So you
September.
shot on the first.
yep.
Well, one of the first, anyways.
Jeez.
Now you're the last guy.
So when did the story actually start with that guy? When's the first time you seen him or heard of him?
So the story started with him officially back in June of last year is when I fully could see his frame on kind of who he was. And ended up being that saw him out in the field, and you could just see like the big frame, and he was just short tine because he was just starting growing, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wow, this is a really good buck. And this permission piece of property that I had permission to, you know, coyote and turkey hunt it and stuff. So then just built that relationship with these farmers on, you know, hey, does anybody deer hunt this, you know? And I always tell them too, like, my permission piece, I just want to bow hunt. You know, like the whole rifle season thing, we got other stuff going on, and it's just like, I just want to bow hunt, you know? And I think that always helps a guy too, is it maybe deters some landowners if you just say, oh, I want a deer hunt and this and that. And I told them it's only just going to be me and stuff. And we knew this family for my whole life growing up and stuff. So, you know, and they kind of gave me the okay, absolutely go ahead. But so started seeing them in June, and then started seeing a little bit in July, hung a couple cameras out, and I never got a picture of him in full velvet last year. And then I started getting a picture of him, and he had the velvet hanging off in that bean field. And I run that camera there, was elevated, and so he shut his velvet, and then I got my favorite pictures where he's real framey, staring into the camera. And I just was like, this is a buck I want to hunt. But for looking at him, though, like, he wasn't really old. He was probably a 4-year-old. And but he fit the bill. I mean, we can throw some pictures in there. I mean, really nice twos. He had a little bit stickers coming off his twos, and then he actually had some decent fours.
It had good fours.
Yeah, nice fours.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I actually sat for him one time when Cowboy was kind of doing his dance over there. So I was kind of going back and forth, but I sat for him one time, and he never showed or nothing.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah. And so we ended up shooting Cowboy, and then just kind of had him on the back burners if he's going to make it or not.
Right.
And then the property in 2024, like a mile to the north of where I was, changed hands on ownership. And this summer, or the last fall, I should say, I heard that new landowner, you know, he was getting some pictures of them, and he actually had a shed off of them. So this spring, I just stopped into this guy's house. You know, I just wanted to meet him. You know, he's in the neighborhood. He just moved in here, and so I got to know him and build that relationship of him. And he's a super awesome guy, like, just down to earth. And we just kind of go back and forth. So he ended up, you know, they were going to hunt him last year, and they had a couple opportunities at him, and it just didn't present itself. And lo and behold, he made it through the rifle season, made it through bow and rifle. And they got a couple pictures of him in December, and then the last picture they got of him was Christmas morning. And then nobody really saw him after that. So felt really good about it, you know, kind of by us where this property is. They have that late T-zone hunt too, and then you can actually T-zone hunt, I believe, till like end of January.
30, yeah.
So maybe he dropped, maybe he didn't, you know, kind of one of those deals. And came into this season swinging hard for him. You know, this was a buck that I wanted to definitely hunt and stuff, because Fletcher doesn't let me hunt the line fence anymore. And but
You're back.
yeah. So I talked to this, you know, the landowner again, just family friend, and you know, I kind of wanted to put a food plot in just to target him specifically based off of where he always lived. And on this property, it's 85% cattle pasture, so it's not easy to hunt, and it's really hilly too. And where I'd always glass him up the year before is he's up on these hills where he can feel real safe, and there's like a couple trees in that pasture, so I felt like his escape route was always, you know, pretty good. But he had no pressure on there besides the one time I tried to hunt him. So switched gears and made a nice clover chicory plot for him, dug that pond in the middle. But kind of the catch-22 is it was all corn around there, so when I dug that pond in, that was the only time I could fill it. And where I made that pond it was a really steep, like a ridge bottom, you know. So kind of pitched it up, so if it rains, it fills it up. If it doesn't rain, it's going to get dry. And started getting some pictures of them, and I was glassing a lot for him, hiking through the corn, getting up on a ridge with the spotting scope a long ways away, and only saw him one time in person with the spotter, and it was pretty cool, you know. And he was pretty developed then, you know. A couple of the velvet pictures, you know, you could start seeing he had them little forks, and I thought he was going to grow into like a mule deer looking big fork thing, and he just kind of held that smaller twos. And
didn't put up very big 4s this year like he did in the past.
No, small 4s, but nice frame. I mean,
Right. Still kept the frame.
Yep. And it was
Beams for days.
Yeah. The spotting scope footage, I put on there is really cool, and just still couldn't figure him out at all. I was getting frustrated and trying to stick to the process and not. And he ended up just kind of like get a picture of him once a month or once every 3 weeks. And then he was kind of more regular in that plot. Always at night, though. Never got a real good daytime footage of him. And then we were all here, actually, for the kickoff to the bow season. We were just hanging out here and stuff. And it was just before dark. I got a picture of him in front of my stand that I hung on a transition where the corn goes to the beans. And it's legal shooting time, and he's daylighted,
Yeah. Gotta go.
Gotta go. Switch plans right there, and
Yep.
he didn't show her nothing, which is fine, and just kept after him, and then I kind of gave up on him, actually. I was just kind of like,
Right.
I need to go shoot a buck.
Yeah. And like I said, my buddy Dustin, I'd get a picture of him at like 5 a.m., and then my buddy Dustin would get a picture of him at like 9 p.m., and it's like a mile away in summertime. So he's just kind of a loose
In
cannon.
the summer even is, yeah.
He's just a roamer.
Just cruising, and yeah, it just fast forward, it all came together too. Just kind of, I always had him on the back of my mind, could never really get a good plan together, like sounds like your guys's, and it just worked out for him to get that picture of him at like 9:36.
That's the deal. It's that picture. Thank
Yep.
God. Just
Yep.
think if you want to. Just think if you didn't have a cell camera.
Mm-hmm. And
Thank God you moved.
And
Yeah.
what was crazy
Just
with
think, yeah.
hanging that camera there is when my wife and I, we went to go move my stand out of that transition when they combine the beans, we walked a different way in to like walk the fence line from the swamp and then the standing corn, so you didn't have to walk through the standing corn, is we noticed like how crazy the trails were coming out of the swamp. And so I'm monkeying around trying to get the stand up and stuff, and I asked her, I was like, hey, can you just go pull that camera out? And then sure enough, screwed it into the tree, and it was like 2 days later, got a picture of him. So how many times was he there, though?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And
In that swamp.
just that micro movement of moving that camera is what did it for me. Because if I never would have had that camera there, never would have saw him come in or any of that little area. So
That's wild. That's the same thing that happened when I shot Johnny's buck. I moved that camera that day when I was
Got a picture.
filming the ponds. I moved it over on like this one scrape that I saw was being used quite a bit. I was like, this looks like, I should probably move this one like literally 50 yards maybe. And it's just pointed out there. You see the doe walk by and you see him. It's like, well, that killed him right there.
Now I see why people say like, how people always go back and forth about the cell cam.
yep, 100%.
I mean, just think about it. You get you're hunting 20 miles away on a different farm, get a picture, go back over there, boom.
And where I was that morning where I was hunting, I didn't know who I was hunting.
Right.
I was
You're just
sitting.
hunting.
You're
You're
just
hunting.
Hunting, yep.
You're hunting.
We talked about it like, hey, if this or that or whoever came out, let's get some footage of them on the camera. Like,
Right.
just sitting, and that's
Get a
what-
picture, go back, boom. 2 hours later, done.
Yeah, so what I left out though is he when I did shoot him though, he came cruising through at like 225
Right.
all by himself, but he was moving though, like he was just
Looking
looking
for
a
his
doe.
girlfriend.
And there's not a lot of deer density on that area where kind of he was, so I'm sure maybe that's why part of it too, he was cruising so much. But
Yeah.
Right. Maybe that's why he's such a big of a roamer.
and what I was kind of talking to you guys too about is last year, we can throw a picture in there. He never broke off a single tine, never anything. So then coming into it, I was sitting for him after I got that picture. I was real scared to rattle or
Yep.
grunt or anything because like maybe that just wasn't what he was about.
Yep.
So I was always scared to kind of do anything, and maybe that had something to do with it too. I don't know. And Dustin shot a really nice call buck off his farm, and I wonder if that kind of played the song and the dance too on kind of why he didn't call that place home except for to winter there, to eat and whatever. So
Right.
yeah,
I mean, and that thing's come to find out or whatever after you're caping him out and stuff. He's been shot at
yep.
Yep.
And that was another
a
thing
couple
too.
other times.
we pulled him out of the woods, and it was hours. We were all at the house and hanging out with them and stuff, and Mitch come all the way back from Minnesota, which is crazy. Loyal. But,
To the
yeah,
game.
we were just sitting there, and I just kind of, I don't know what I was doing, monkeying with his hair or something, like kind of where I shot. And
Yeah.
I was like, there's
Literally like 2 inches from your hole. There's
100%.
another hole.
and it just I don't know what kind of broadhead it would have
a
been.
rage
Like a
slice.
rage.
Right, just
It
some
was a
slice,
slice,
but
yeah.
it was only like 1.5 inches wide though. It wasn't like
Like,
fucking
I
4
don't know if it
inches.
was like a, what is Levi Morgan shoe?
Schwacker.
Like it was a schwack,
The
you know,
Schwackers.
something. Who knows?
Right.
But so yeah, so we're sitting there, and it's like there's another arrow hole in this thing, like pretty close to mine. And the way he was facing, he must have been
I mean, must have missed him by a fucking 1 inch
Right.
from killing
that
it.
artery or
Right.
something. But
The other guy, anyways, whoever shot at him.
yeah, no one's really said anything. You know, we had some neighbors there, and
And then didn't you say like he had been shot? Didn't he get shot somewhere
Yeah.
else, like previous year or something?
Yep.
It wasn't.
So it must
this
have
year.
been last year he actually got shot. So when I brought him to taxidermist, we were caping him out, and on the inside of his armpit, there's no hair and this big scar, and then where it hit his elbow, there's a hole on the backside of his leg. Yeah.
Jeez.
Maybe that's got something to do with him like not growing as good.
Yeah, just
either.
kind of.
Right. I mean, he's still like he's probably just a hair smaller than what he was last year, if you think about it. Mm-hmm. But it's not like he really shrunk by no means. But did that have something to do with it? Did it not? Who
Right.
knows?
You never really know. That's
Right.
crazy.
No. And it was kind of nice, like Dustin come over with that shed, so we kind of compared it to the two.
So you
and
say like, oh shit, that's what he actually was.
100%.
It'd
But
be nice to see. You have any idea what he looked like the year before? At all?
not really. So I'm going to kind of go back on pictures, and I asked Dustin, and he didn't purchase that property until like the spring of 2024.
Oh yeah.
So he didn't have any previous history of that. And some of the other neighbors, you know, nothing stood out to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of something I want to say that I had maybe a picture of it, and I'll kind of show you guys. It's so hard to say. I'm going to go with honestly, maybe not, just based off of kind of where I shot him and where I had some other cameras on a property. But
If I had to guess what it'd look like 2 years before, I'd guess thin. I'd guess very thin and some beams on him.
Yep.
You know,
yeah,
Good brows too.
right?
So what were his beams at? Were they like 28 and 27 or something like that too?
Yeah, they're both. Yeah.
I think it was like 28, and high 26 or something
Sheesh.
on his right hand side.
Yeah.
What was it, Brody? You taped them out.
No, I
Keep
taped
going.
it
Keep
out.
going.
I taped it out. I think the one's 28 and the one's 27.
Actually, yeah, I think.
I
got it
think
on
the
my
right
notes.
one's like 28 and some change or something, and then the other one's 27.
22 and 7/8 spread.
Yep.
27 and 7/8 on the right side.
Yep.
28 on the left.
Yeah.
Yeesh. And his total was 175 and 5/8. Back to back. Boom.
And just think,
Boosh.
just imagine putting like a 5-inch bait. I mean, because
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean. Like just putting like
Yep.
if he had an extra 5 inches of mass, like just total throughout his whole rack,
100%.
to put him at 180. But you know how much bigger? You know, oh fuck.
Yeah, because his
Like if
Mass
it
at
had
the base.
if it had Brody's Bucks mass, you know what I'm saying? Like you see
All
on
the way
his left
through.
hand. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
Thing looked like a monkey.
When he come in, I saw like his left side 3 is a little bit longer. I was
And it's deceiving when the angle's forward like that. When I put the tape on, I'm like 12. Holy fuck!
I was just
Everyone's
so
guessing
wrecked.
like 160. And
Yeah.
and I guess what I guess like 167 or
I
66.
thought it was mid 160, high 160s too. Yeah.
And what I say to Mitch, I'm halfway through it on like the one beam. I'm like booner. And it's like 28. I'm like,
Yeah.
boom.
Oh, this thing just keeps going and going. Just wraps around like that.
Yeah. Should we do the wraparound?
Do the old wraparound. What a buck, dude.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I mean, I really put a lot of effort into just that plot and trying to hunt them, and I was getting real frustrated on.
Makes you feel good though, don't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just like fuck
It
yeah.
did, like,
I know
when
my
I-
shit.
shot him, he fell over. It's just like it's almost felt like, man, I didn't. It's like you don't deserve it, but like you do because it's like
Yeah.
it's there, you know. And oh, it's crazy, just crazy. And I remember I was sitting there, and I had to get my like bowl up in front of that tree and back the other side, and I just remember watching my arrow slap both sides of my fall away rest, and it's calm.
Oh no!
I'm just like aim
Just
to kill,
rattling.
aim to kill, aim to kill. It's a good thing he was stopped right before I shot. Huh?
Yeah.
Did you hang it in that stand on purpose just for the cover kind of in front of you with that tree? Or is
Well-
it just like one of the only good?
No, so couple weeks into season, once they combined those beans off, I was like, I got to get into that plot because he started pretty being regular.
Yep.
You know,
I remember that.
right at dark into there. So I was like, okay, I need that cold front to come or something to, you know, get him in there early. So I carried all my stuff in to hunt that night, tore that stand down, hiked it all the way in, set it up, kind of get the platform, everything leveled, this and that. I go to sit in it, and the tree is leaning forward, so like my back is hunched over. I'm like,
Oh, this is comfortable.
this isn't gonna work. And I'm hot,
Great.
and I'm stinky and frustrated. So I crawl down, and then I actually walked like 30 yards into like a downfall and just sat there. I'm like, oh, this could work. This could work. And I sat there for probably 2 minutes, and I'm like, Luke, what are you doing? This is stupid. Get out of here, you know? And got out of there. So then it was probably a week later, got a couple more pictures of them. And then that's when I'm like, I got to get this stand dialed in. So that's when Paige and we walked in from the opposite side of the property and noticed all those trails coming out of that swamp. And that's what did them in. You know,
for
us,
sure.
I've never been on that side of the property to hang cameras or anything. It doesn't look real what you think it would be. But
Bucky. Doesn't
yeah.
look very Bucky.
But sure enough, I mean, that's what they were traveling is that swamp
In
finger.
that swamp, yep.
And when I did shoot him, you know, he had like, when I
It's a
walked up to him,
swamp.
all those little cattail fuzzies on his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Like, he was in there all day for sure. If he had a doe or he was looking for a doe or just making circles. But that's what it came down to be, though, is, you know, made a good plot and then made the right stand choice and then made the right camera move and then just kind of be patient.
Right. And thank God you were off on that day of work.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last
Tuesday.
day I could hunt too.
Oh, fuck.
And
Just think, yeah. I mean, it was just, everything was just perfect.
you sit there too, and it's like, is this going to happen or not? You're trying
On
to
your
think
last
about
day.
it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you look at your phone, it's like, oh, 1:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Got 4 hours to get her
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, it's
4
not
hours.
2 o'clock here. And but yeah, you just wish you could live that moment over and over. Like I was blacked out. When he's coming in.
Shit, I was blacked out shooting Super
Yeah.
6.
So,
Christ.
but no, I don't got to keep talking about her or nothing. But yeah, I mean, back-to-back booners, it's pretty crazy. It really
That's
is.
awesome.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, I hope you shoot triple back to back to back. You know
I
what I
do
mean?
too, you know. But
I mean,
I said it last time, and I'm going to say it again. Like the amount of ideas I bounced off in this group chat and this and that and the other thing is what really made it come together. And I think that's what's, I want to say, you know, separates us from a lot of different people is like you got a good core group of friends that they'll like believe in you and you got to believe in what they say too and you got to trust it. That's what it came down to for me. And it's, I don't know, it's bread and butter.
Yeah.
Get back to the basics, you know.
been there before.
Yeah, the G5, that tore him up. It was,
Dead meat?
yep, dead meat. Yep, it was quick.
Dead meat right to him.
Yep.
How far did he run? Like 50 yards? Not even?
Maybe 50 yards,
Jeez.
40, 50 yards.
That's another thing, too. You blacked out, but shit, you got quite a bit on camera, so you can look back and watch that.
Yeah.
I know I threw my bow on that camera arm. Like, here, can you catch this for me? Like,
Just like it stopped walking.
yeah. No, that was part of the deal, too, is he was coming in, I was full draw, and I was hitting my arm on that safety harness, and I told everybody that night when we were standing there, I'm like, yep, he stopped walking, and then
Just as about as he gonna take another step. Let her go.
we
Let her.
watched,
I let her fucking go.
we watched the footage, you don't quit walking.
It goes just like this. Just listen. Luke's up at the computer. He's like, yeah, just listen. He's gonna stop. It goes. Ch, 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 ch. The ball goes off. You know. He goes. Maybe he didn't.
Maybe he didn't stop, but he's dead.
Yeah, it's like time stops when they're like that close, you know. It's,
Yeah. I think everybody blacks out when it's like actually coming down to it.
yeah, I was just terrified.
Once you pull back your bow and you're focusing on like this is where I'm gonna aim, you're not looking at what else is gonna. You know?
And I didn't have time to like range, so you know, you're that whole mental like that's got to be 30 yards.
Yep.
That's a big thing too. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Like I'll be in the tree stand. I was just doing it with Mom the other night. I'm just like to myself, how far do you think that doe is? I'm like 30. Range 33. I'm like, yeah,
That'll do.
that'll work.
I do that a lot too.
Just to, just helps good practice.
And it was tough. I leapfrogged on my vacation from stand to stand to stand. That's what I was doing too. And then you try to remember, like, okay, that dirt spot is X, Y, and Z. So,
Right.
yeah, I got in there and I was just ranging everything, this and that. I ranged that 35 to that tank, or that earth pond or whatever. And then this dirt spot in the middle of 30 yards. I'm like,
Yep.
that's all I need to know. I know I'm in that window of that 20 to 40 yard pin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotta hit him.
Yeah, just gotta hit him,
And he did.
Yep.
And he went 40 yards, piled
Right.
up, straight to the FaceTime.
I hope that some type of video works out.
Oh, yeah, that'll look pretty
gonna take
cool.
some
And then he
work,
just
though.
runs right in front of you, just toom,
Yep.
cook.
Right.
That's so cool.
I only had one Luminoc on one arrow. The other ones I didn't have any. And I was even when you're at that point and everybody's tagged out and you're not, you look at your quiver, you're like,
Which one's the lucky
number
one?
3 looks lucky. I even pulled it out, knocked it. I'm like, I knew I didn't have a Luminoc on it. I'm like, Luke, you're gonna need Luminoc. Put it back in there, grab that old one up. But it's like,
I've shot my whole quiver twice, probably. At does and whatever.
slate season, we're gonna do a little doe hunting, Brody.
Yeah.
Sounds like I don't get a choice. Huh?
There's a couple more I gotta go.
The old 9, 10-year-olds that can't hear, can barely walk
Yeah.
no more.
We'll let Luke shoot at those ones.
He'll get multiple shots at the same
They
one.
don't quit walking.
What's the date? Oh, I think, Veterans Day today.
Yep.
Anybody that's still out
Thank
there.
you for your service.
Yeah,
veterans.
100%.
appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Anybody that's still out there hunting right now, what would you say? What would you key in on and try to hunt this time of year? It's kind of more of the
I'd hunt a water hole.
lockdown, the water holes.
100% would be hunting a water hole right now. Mm-hmm. Like if you couldn't get up. If it was me, I'd be going to sit at Golden on top of the hill on that water hole if it was full, but it's empty. That's what I'd be doing.
Like, why is that? Why wouldn't you be hunting like a transition or a ridge top?
It's so dry right
You think
now.
they're kind of like that lockdown or
And I want every doe possible to come past me,
sure?
type of deal. Just in case he's off one type, you know what I mean? That's what I'd be doing. That's just me.
What would you do, Brody?
Yeah, he took my spot, so I'd have to sit at home.
Foot of my thumbs. I've noticed a lot more on camera on mine, at least, that they've been coming more to like food sources though too. The does don't feel as pressured and
Right.
don't feel like they want to hang back in the cover and get pestered by them. Like they're
That
coming
too.
out to actually eat a little bit more now too, which is nice. So we go up there.
You
sit in
tell
that
that like
water
those
hole.
ones have been bred then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Those ones have for sure been bred.
What I noticed like Saturday and Sunday night is that like a small buck was chasing a doe, and them does out in the field, they didn't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
The whole field cleared.
Yep.
You know,
And then they kind of watch him. Jakes are off, and they kind of come all the way back too,
Yep.
Yeah. Just trying to eat, bro.
and I
Yeah.
think like this time
Like, are
of
they
the
bred
year,
already? Are they not?
Right. This time of the year too, like I feel like a lot of the deer are so used to shit just running around. So when they come out to like a big field like that, like down to Golden, like by that redneck, like tonight I was down there watching them. There's a few deer out there, and bucks chasing. There's 2 hot does out there. Like I said, they're getting bred, and the thing's going like this, and half the deer don't even move because they're just like they know it's been going on the last month,
Yep.
Right.
Oh, there's the same shit again. It was just my turn last week, type of deal. So, but yeah, definitely, like Mitch said, definitely like within the next week or so, for sure, a lot of the deer will be
Hammering on, after running wild for the last
Right.
how many weeks?
I'm
And
ready
if
for
you
it to
could
stop.
if you get,
You horny fucks, chill
Yeah.
out, bro.
quit getting shot,
Literally. Come
Just
back
get your
home.
nose.
Yeah. Come back
Nose
home,
kills you.
settle in. What's your guys' strategies for gun hunting? You got a spot picked out yet? Kind of depend on weather and wind and stuff, or
It's most just hunt less intrusive as possible. You know, do not
Get up there early.
right, and don't go somewhere stupid, Fletcher. You know, that's all I can think about. Just go somewhere where it's easy to. Just go somewhere where it's nice and easy to get on to, because I don't want to sit all day opening morning. So I can come back and hunt the. Hopefully it's cold out by then, and the deer just come out to the fields at night.
Yep.
You know, come out to your beans and standing corn. So
I'm just gonna run the old traditional same stand every year. Get in there, you know, keep the tradition going.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be whatever. One of us will sit here, one of us will sit down the Golden type of deal. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just say, maybe we should just leave Golden alone this year. Gun hunting. Let's just pound the piss out of this. What? All right.
Live streaming ideas right now.
Yeah.
I can't even. Well, normally I sit in the same spot. I don't know. It's been 3-4 years now. Opening morning, go up there and sit all day long, same spot. But my grandma's turning 90 on that Thursday.
Wow.
So we gotta get down from our stands about 3 o'clock and go meet her at Hooligans in Eau Claire for dinner.
All right.
Oh boy.
It's a big deal. Turning 90. Not gonna leave the tree stand on opening day for about anybody else. I'll tell you.
Yeah, nice. Oh, shit.
I feel like rifle season too, though. You see so much of that like tradition, like I'm going to my stand, you're going to
Oh,
your
yeah.
stand. You know,
Yep.
you get these big groups, you know.
Everybody's hunting.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Yep.
And all you got to do is just struggle it out. Like, oh, the neighbor's probably leaving at 10. I got
There
to
you
sit
go.
till 10:30 so
Yep.
push something.
Headache and all from the night before.
I love that opening morning. When's the first shot going to be?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
6:42.
Dark.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like-
always, oh, we're good.
And here we go.
And every close shot, it's always just like,
It spooks me. I was
Yeah. Hope that was a doe.
yeah, exactly. Hope that was a doe.
Coyote.
Yeah. Not your stud 4-year-old or something, but what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
It's gun hunting. It's going to happen. Hopefully, and it's always like that, just like I've said a million times, like last year, my gun buck, the day before Thanksgiving or whatever, 2 days before Thanksgiving, he's got a hot doe out in the field. You know, there's always some hot does come gun season.
Yep.
Them last kind of stragglers type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how a lot of the bigger ones get killed too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Just wandering aimlessly trying to get that last doe or whatever too.
right.
Like they say, we're in it now.
We're
Balls
in it
deep.
now. We're tagged out now. We gotta wait for gun season now.
right.
Oh, just dying.
Yeah, I know.
Been taking whatever our mom. Mom, I've took Addie once. I've taken Mom once. I mean,
Like a guide.
oh yeah,
Literally, half guide.
service. I take my sister, whatever the stand's got to have service. Can't be too cold out, otherwise she's gonna her toes are gonna get cold or something.
When is she
She's
taking a
hunting.
nap too?
Yeah, she'd take a nap, but she does pretty good. Addie, there's a buck coming in. Where is he? She locks right in. Yeah. Is he big enough to shoot? Let me see.
I've been
No.
pretty much full-time cameraman this year. I've been trying to get my dad. We had a particular buck that we had on camera that after I shot the 2-footer, it's like, all right, this guy's number one. Like nothing else coming in. Like we got to zone in on this guy, but he just didn't do the same things he did the last 2 years, which is upsetting, but that's deer hunting. You never
Right.
know what they're going to do.
Just like Paris last year. That's a
Yep.
great example where I can think of. Just like Paris.
Yeah. But my dad probably set that same spot that I shot the 2-footer probably close to 10 times. Because we're kind of on the way, like we're his way fringe on probably the south side or the north side there. And I just thought the last 2 years he'd show up. Well, he showed up in daylight late October. I'm like, one of these days he's got to be up there. You just got to be there when he does. And so he just kept going and going. And I filmed him probably 3 or 4 times up there. He passed up some nice bucks. He actually passed up a pretty mature buck up there, but now he's all broke up, so he's probably going to get the pass till next year.
Really?
But,
Let 'em
yeah,
sit.
unfortunately, he got shot by the neighbors. What was that, last Thursday or Friday? Got the text from another neighbor. He's like,
Last Friday?
is this the 11-pointer your dad was after? I'm like, yep, that's him. Nah, yeah. He is absolute tank. He said he scored like 186 or something like that, so.
like typical.
Yeah,
too, like,
typical 11-pointer, big frame. And had
Mass.
that little droopy. We called him droopy because he kind of had a little droopy frame on him, and I don't know. First time I saw him 2 years ago, he's a 3-year-old, and he had 6 points on one side. I'm like, dang, this guy could be.
I remember
something
this summer
special
we were
there.
talking like, what are you gonna do in 2-footer and droopier side by side?
Yeah, I know.
Who are you gonna shoot?
I know. Yeah, that's
They're
crazy.
both like once in a lifetime type of
100%.
deals.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I had my eyes set on 2-footer the whole time.
Hard not to.
I
It's
know.
hard to miss that one.
Yeah, once in a generation. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But yep, we're on to the next. We got a couple target bucks still out there yet. We've got a lot of shitty old 8-pointers that kind of run the roost around there. They got to go. But other than that, hopefully get them nice 3 or 4-year-olds to make it till next year. Find some sheds too. I've been thinking about shed hunting so much since I shot 2-footer too. Like,
Well, hopefully
damn.
it's a good year this year.
Yeah, gets a little cold.
Right.
We left enough beans this year that hopefully house the neighbor's deer and the other neighbor's deer are all around. Yeah, that'll be fun.
You know what that's like?
Yeah.
Running out of food in January.
Yeah. Hey, it's for the deer. You can't
right,
resist.
deer.
It's for the
I
deer.
even went in and planted some more rye just in case. You never know. Never know. They might get a little hungry. Need a little green when
Need
it
a
warms
little-
up.
Need a little salad.
Been eating beans too long. Need a little salad
Right.
on the side.
Good.
Something to change it up.
For sure.
Well, hopefully we'll have another here podcast in another couple weeks. 4 more bucks down, but
Right.
maybe 4 more does down. We never know.
Never know. Probably both.
I'll probably be pounding does here too. Drop a comment if you pound does down below too.
Yeah. I want to know.
All right. Thanks for tuning in again. Congrats, boys. Another
Yeah, thank you.
successful harvest.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir. On to the next.